arrival of Arnold Clyde. That's you.
Adopting a real Cabbage Patch Kid is a joy for the whole family.
Arnold Clyde.
I can't wait to see him.
We girls love lots of jewels to wear. Right, Barbie? Jewel secrets, Barbie. Step out of that gown for a night on the town. Just right for a disco night.
Well, hello. I've had numerous people writing in. Santa, when are you going to start talking about your catalogs? And I said, well, there's no time like the present. So let's start. This first one will be for the little girls. And we'll do a catalog from 1987. Before we begin, please, if you like what you're about to see, please subscribe and hit like. It helps us a lot. The elves and I work very hard on these. It's nice to know we get recognized. So here's the catalog I was telling you about. Sears, 1987, Christmas. So here, folks, is, if you're not old enough to remember, or if you've just forgotten, catalogs came out for a long time. So essentially what catalogs were are basically the modern day Amazon. Oh, look at that cool Tweety Bird shirt. That's probably valuable today. Say it with style. Oh my goodness, very cool. But catalogs had everything that you could possibly imagine, similar to Amazon today. So you waited for this to come in the mail sometime in late September, early October. And you would go into the catalog and pick what you wanted from Santa and Mom and Dad. Did you need a Sears card to charge everything on? Well, here's your little envelope. You have to fill this out and apply. You can get your charge card right from the catalog. So, yes, children would just get this and, circle. Okay, they want the walkie-talkies. They want the guitar. They want drums. They want a microphone. They want a keyboard. That's what these were for. So many unbelievable gifts. So many unbelievable gifts. So many amazing girls' toys. The old Cabbage Patch Kids.
When the Cabbage Patch Kids exploded on the scene in 1983,
you can give them all your love.
The harmonious ads were at odds.
Shoppers went wild
with what it took to actually acquire one.
I got my dog!
Toy stores turned into wrestling rings.
I got my 3-year-olds down here!
A blood sport for a stuffed toy.
By that time, they weren't the demand they were a few years previous, but they were still very popular. These were cool. Hair flare. I remember these. Lots of children asked for hair flare back in the day. You could have your hair any kind, any color, pink, orange, blue, purple. Now you walk down the street and everybody's got hair like this. But back in the day, it wasn't so much.
Good girls. Work hard and study, and one day you'll be rewarded.
Yes, Mom. Hair flare!
Most fun in hair with flare. Hair flare, hair flare.
What's that Oh, never mind.
Listen like crazy, color them wild.
Braid them, curl them, hair flare style. The most fun.
Each style comes with accessories shown, other accessories sold separately. Hair flare from Krona.
Moon Dreams. I remember these Moon Dreams dolls. Very popular. Actually, very popular today as collector items. They were very popular for a very short time, and that's probably why they're worth a little bit of money today, I believe.
You're not dreaming, it's the Moon Dreamers.
Making your sweetest dreams come true.
They work at night when the lights are low. They give off such a beautiful glow. They feed sweet dreams both near and far from a beautiful magical star.
And then you've got the, what was this one called again? The keepers, of course, and they had the little keys. And there's the duck and the snail. Looked like a glowworm. The keepers.
Every girl has a secret treasure to keep.
Keepers, keepers, what's inside those keepers?
You can keep yours in a keeper like Diamond the Pony with his own secret hiding place, or Joyful the Rabbit with a hiding place too. And they all have long hair for you to brush.
Keepers, keepers, keeps it safe inside.
Diamond, Joyful, Princess, Fancy, Michelle, or Tango, each sold separately.
And over here, of course, we've got the Lady Lovelocks. These are so neat, and they were so popular for a short time, right around now.
Once upon a time, far, far away in the land of Lovelocks, there lived a beautiful girl named Lady Lovelocks, and her friends, the Pixie Tales. In this magical land were a handsome prince, a kindly wizard, and a very jealous girl named Ravenwave.
So many gorgeous items here. Beautiful Dreamland Castle, of course. That was very popular. This actually was incredibly popular. Only not easy to find. It was actually called the Mother Goose.
Beautiful white bird with soft white feathers and a long, slender neck.
Batteries not included. The Talking Mother Goose from Worlds of Wonder.
A talking Mother Goose, while telling her fabled stories, her eyes and beak move while her head turns back and forth. Really an incredible toy. I handed out quite a few of those. A little bit before the for real toys of a few years ago, 10 years ago or so. And of course, the Cabbage Patch Kids and all their accessories. The Cabbage Patch Kids, it had worn down by now. 1987 was a long way from 1983. But they were still very, very popular, don't get me wrong. But it certainly wasn't. There was no craze. And of course you had just little babies. All the time, little babies. This one's called My Sweet Love Doll. And then a little crib for a Cabbage Patch. Oh, so cool. Of course, by this time, many interesting stories regarding the Barbie and the Rockers.
The latest, the greatest, new dancing Barbie and the Rockers.
With carrots!
Dancing stars, the Rockers really move. Dana, Dee Dee, Diva, Derek, Barbie and the Rockers.
The girls really dance!
When Barbie asked me to join the band,
He said,
that's cool.
now I dance with Mommy.
Don't be so separately!
Barbie and the Rockers.
If you've ever watched the wonderful television show called The Toys That Made Us, of course, they did a cool thing about Barbie and the Rockers and, of course, Jem. And I can't remember all the details. I just remember they were incredibly popular. Both of them were incredibly popular, but the one of the people who worked for Mattel had gotten some early information regarding the Barbie or the Jem dolls that were to come. And we better get these Barbies all rocked out. And Barbie and the Rockers became very, very popular. Probably just as popular as Jem. Jem, of course, had their own TV show, though.
We
sometimes Santa likes to do fun things. I wanted to show you this too. I thought this was so cool. Here are the some of the Pound Puppy knockoffs. They were really, really big at the time. All the children wanted Pound Puppies. Look at these alley cat kittens. If that's not a copy of a Pound Puppy, I don't know what it is. But here's something Santa really likes to do from time to time. So here's the Popples. And these were incredibly popular in 87 and 88. And here's a cool area here with the sports ones. Well, I know it involves a little bit of magic, but I'm going to do it anyways because I want to show the children how cool these toys were. There's the page of Popples. And of course, this young gentleman over here under P, and his name is Touchdown. Well, let's see. I've got the old Eaton sack that I was just sent by a wonderful, wonderful friend of mine. What a wonderful gift. And instead of using the huge, bulky bag that I take on Christmas Eve, I've got this nice small one. Most of you won't remember. But they used to say, if Santa doesn't have it, Eaton's will. They were a huge department store. But take a look at this when I go into the bag. Oh, look at that little guy. There's Touchdown. And what I loved about the Popples was they were a little ball, just like this. But then you could turn them just by going like that into a cool little figure, a little toy with a big long tail, and he's out there scoring lots of touchdowns. Little Touchdown, little number 16. 16 was a big number in the 1980s, of course, worn by the great Joe Montana, quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers.
They're 6 yards away from Pontiac. 3rd and 3. We'll see a pickup sometime on the right side, possibly. Montana looking, throwing in the end zone.
So there's little Touchdown, a popple. That's what a popple looks like. And then you would just take his little pouch and tuck him back in. And he's a little football again. Popples were so cool. So cool. What's so funny about this gentleman, he looks a lot like me, but that isn't me, of course. That's just someone who took their picture, who worked for Sears. But I wanted to show you something else here. And I'll use a little more magic for the girls out there who remember these years. The edible Elf doll. Who didn't like Elf? Not many.
It's an alien.
No kidding. Where?
It's living in America.
I like what they've done with the place.
It loves cats.
Can't get enough of them.
It's Alf, and now it's everywhere.
He's debonair, and yet fuzzy. My parents just don't understand our relationship.
I mean, this whole cat thing's been blown all out of proportion. Alf.
Alf, alien life form new from Coleco.
Alf was loved by all. But up in the top corner here, of course, they'd already run for a few years. They'd had their own special on Saturday mornings. The Pound Puppies!
It's the Pound Puppies! Here's Cooler, Whopper, Nose Marie, Bright Eyes, and Howler.
And this is when they went into the same sort of, well, the same sort of circle they had to go in that the Cabbage Patch Kids went into. So the Cabbage Patch Kids had all the dolls. They were super popular. And once they stopped selling, they went into the preemies.
Shoot, it's not easy taking care of Eve Michelle.
Preemies need extra special care.
Oh, I take good care of her. I always test her bottle, cover her head in the sun.
You were a preemie.
I was?
Well, here we go with the Pound Puppies. And they called these the newborns. And there's a little picture. And again, I'll use a little bit of magic out of my bag. The old Eaton's bag. Let's see what we can find here for Pound Puppies. Oh ho ho! We've got something else. The newborns. Look at this. Isn't that incredible? Pound Puppy newborns, lovable, huggable. So cute. So cute. I'm one of the Pound Puppy newborns, and I'm looking for a new home. Won't you pick me as your very own baby puppy and take care of me? And these, of course, renewed interest in the line for another Christmas of '87. By Christmas of '88, unfortunately, the Pound Puppies had run their 3 or 4 years that they were popular. But what a run they had. What a special little toy. Pound Puppy newborns. But these were very, very special toys to many, many, many young girls and little boys. Believe it or not, lots of little boys asked for Pound Puppies. But the newborns, most of these went to girls. So I guess that wraps up part 1. Many more parts to come. JCPenney, Montgomery Ward, Consumers Distributing. Once again, if you liked what you saw in the video, please subscribe, hit the like button, let me know how much you've enjoyed it. This one's so cute, so cute. And just remember, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout. I'm telling you why. I'm coming to town. Bye-bye for now.